welcome to the So Essential vlog. I hope you're well. I'm here today to give you a bit of an overview of some of my favourite new patterns that we've added to the website recently. So we add so many new patterns to the website all the time, and I just wanted to pick out a few that I think are really especially nice and suggest fabrics that you could pair them with. The links to the patterns and the fabrics and our website where you can find them is below. And please like and subscribe if you like what you see as well. I should also mention what I'm wearing today, which is my Simplicity, I think it's 8454 blouse. So this is one they released last year, and I made it in a cotton lawn fabric, which I don't think we've got on the site anymore, but there are plenty of alternatives, and I'll put a link to the blog below as well, because there's always full blog posts on all the different things I've made as well, so you can read up on it if you're interested. But the first pattern release I want to talk to you about is the new Megan Nielsen pattern release. So she's released 4 new patterns that we've added to the website recently, and there's just some lovely options in there, and I think they're very versatile and sort of all year round patterns as well, which is great. So I'm going to start off with the Jarrah Sweater, which is a lovely casual sweater, as the name suggests. It's got a drop shoulder. There's different versions that you can choose from. There's one with a dipped hem at the back, there's one with a band round and ribbing at the cuffs, there's one with a little cute tie on the front as well, and then there's options for like a funnel neck or a normal crew neck on those as well, and it just has been very, very popular and just looks like a great easy make that you're going to wear time and time again. Now we've got lots of sweater weight fabrics that you could choose from to make the Jarrah Sweater, and I think that Megan Nielsen actually featured one of our fabrics, a black and grey stripy ponte, on her website as a suggestion, but I picked out, we've got this lovely teal fabric with like an embossed pattern on it that I think would work really well, and we've also got this in a lovely purple colour as well, but as I say, there's plenty of other different sweater weight jerseys on the website, but I just think this one is very, very reasonably priced, and I just think it would work really well, and I was just really drawn to the colour, to be honest. I think it would be a nice way to add a bit of colour to your winter wardrobe. So that's the first one from Megan. Then the next one I wanted to talk to you about is also from Megan Nielsen, and that's the Florrie Dress. So it's an asymmetrical dress, and it's a really interesting design actually. You can make it into a top or a dress, and you can make it with knit or woven fabrics. It's got inseam pockets, which I know are a massive benefit to a lot of people. People love having pockets in their garments, so that's always nice. There's optional waist ties as well, so you can really draw your waist in, and then there's different sleeve and hem lengths as well, so you can really play around with this and make it your own and go for different options. Now, the fabric I thought would be rather nice for that at this time of year was our Isabella wool jersey. So if you haven't heard about this fabric, you need to check it out, because it is the most beautiful, soft wool jersey that washes and wears beautifully. I made a turtleneck in the charcoal colourway 2 or 3 years ago now, and I'm still wearing it this winter. It's washed and worn beautifully. It's available in a number of different colours. I think we are out of stock at the moment of the navy blue. I can't remember if there's another colour as well that we're out of stock of, but it's coming in fairly soon. But we've got plenty of stock of this beautiful festive red, which I thought would be a really nice combination. We have also got plenty of stock of the charcoal colour as well, and grey, which is the colour fabric that Megan's used on the pattern packet. So there's those options there as well. I know sometimes people like to go for what's on the pattern packet because you've seen what it's going to look like. But I think that would just be a really nice, comfortable, casual dress that you could wear, you know, all the time during the winter. You could dress it up or dress it down, and it'd just be a nice addition to have to your winter wardrobe. Then the other 2 patterns that Megan has released, she's released, I'll talk to you first about the Dawn jeans. So she released earlier in the year another jeans pattern which was incredibly popular and had rave reviews from some very highly regarded sewists in my mind who've been sewing for a very, very long time, and they made these jeans and thought they were great. So I'm sure the Dorton jeans will be absolutely the same. Now these are an interesting jeans pattern because it's a rigid jeans pattern set. So I think a lot of the sewing patterns out there at the moment that are for jeans are for stretch fabrics, which is fine and good, but this is for rigid jeans. And I think what I really find interesting about this is I listened last night while I was sewing to the Love to Sew podcast, and the person they were interviewing this week was a lady who runs a company called Dogwood Denim. Now she actually custom makes jeans for people. It was a really interesting story. If you want to hear all about it, I recommend you tune into the Love to Sew podcast. But she set up her own business custom making jeans for people. She bought herself 10 industrial machines. She's got a proper setup, and what she doesn't know about jeans making isn't worth knowing. She just sounded so knowledgeable. And one of the really interesting things she talked about was the fact that all the jeans she makes, she does make them rigid jeans rather than the stretch fabrics. And she talked quite in depth really about the reasons for that. And ultimately what she said was the non-stretch denim, the rigid denim, it lasts longer, it doesn't bag and sag in the same sort of way, and a big sort of part of her goal is sustainability and making sure that clothes aren't so disposable. So she raved about the fact that if you do make garments with rigid denim, then they're going to last a lot longer. So I just thought I'd mention that in relation to the Dawn jeans, that you can make a cropped length, and you can make shorts, and you can make full length jeans. They're high-waisted, which is quite nice because I always think that pulls your tummy in, which is nice. And there's different lengths for tall, regular and cropped as well. There's a natural, they sit high-rise to sit on the natural waist. They've got a button fly and a close fit through the waist and hips, and classic jeans details. So there's a tapered jean, a straight leg jean and a wide leg jean, and then a jean short as well. So you've got loads of options with it. And the fabric I suggested for this is a rigid denim, and it is our denim DEN 003 on the website. So we've got a section dedicated to denim, but you'll find this there, and I think that would be ideal for this jeans pattern. It's lovely quality, it's a great colour. I know I would wear that sort of colour all the time and it would go with everything. So yeah, check that out, and I think that would make a great combination. And then the other pattern I was going to talk about, another Megan Nielsen one, is the wattle skirt. So this is a really lovely pattern actually. It's a really nice skirt. I think there's some interesting little details that make it a bit different to a lot of the skirt patterns that are out there. So it is high-waisted again, but it's got a lovely crossover closure at the side seam, which I think adds an interesting little bit of detail. It sits on the natural waist, and it features a hidden closure at the left pocket. So, and then there's 3 different skirt cuts, the slash pockets, the different waistband options and multiple lengths as well. So some of the options have got like a little tie on the side, some of them have got little buttons on the side, but you can tell just from the image on the pattern packet as well that it's a really nice cut. It falls beautifully, and I just think this would work very, very well as a summer skirt made up in linen or something along those lines, or perhaps a cotton, but for the winter I think it would work really well in denim, and denim is one of the suggested fabrics as well. And the denim I chose for that is our denim 0, it's DSRS 0001. And this is a lovely, it suggests light to medium weight denims. This is a lovely weight. I think it would be ideal for that skirt. And it's just super, super soft. I haven't ever felt a denim that's this soft before, to be honest. I mean, the wrong side is, I can't describe I'm trying to think what I can describe it as. It's like touchy, I wouldn't say satin, but it's very, very soft, and it will feel beautiful against your skin, and I think that would work really well made up as the wattle skirt. so that's that one, and then that's all the Megan Nielsen patterns that have been released recently, but we've also added a new Vogue pattern release to the site as well, and there's a couple of just beautiful party dresses that I felt I had to share with you. So the first one is V9343. It's just a classic, very low cut, as is often the case with Vogue patterns, but obviously you can alter that. You can choose to make it a little bit of a higher neckline if you wish to. But it's a very low cut halter neck with a sort of circle skirt, and it is just beautiful, and it suggests satin back crepe for this dress. And we have the most beautiful John Caldor satin back crepe called Mystique, available in a really wide range of colours. The one I chose is the navy blue, and I think if you look at this, you can see that's the satin side, so it's quite shimmery and shiny, and then the crepe side has also got a slight sheen to it as well, so you can choose which side of the fabric you want to use, and I think either of them are very knockout party dress worthy, so that would be an ideal combination for that dress. And then the other alternative I saw was Vogue 9344. So this is a very sort of retro design, I would say. There's an option with a crew neck. It looks like it's got quite a high waist seam and an A-line-ish knee length or just above the knee length skirt, and then it's got big sort of bell sleeves or puff sleeves, I don't know what you'd want to call those, with a deep cuff at the end. So quite a lot of interesting detail there, and I think a very simple dress but with these very voluminous dramatic sleeves, which I think, you know, works really well together. Or the other alternative has got a crossover v-neck, and then it's got long sleeves again, but the sleeves are sort of fluted at the end and have got a slit up them. So again, lots of drama, real sort of party dress, but I think very elegant and classic as well, both of these dresses, because they've, other than the sleeves, they're very understated, and I think that just balances, they balance each other out beautifully, the sleeves and the understated bodice and skirt. Now this dress I think would work really well in our Prestige crepe, which is another John Caldor, so synonymous with high quality, will wash and wear brilliantly. And the colour I chose was this beautiful wine colour. Yeah, it is referred to as wine on the website, thought I'd better just check. We have this again in a wide range of colours, but I just thought this was a beautiful festive colour and would work incredibly well, and there's just lovely drape and movement in this fabric, which would make it ideal for either of those options for that pattern. So quite a lot of food for thought there. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. I know, as always, I want to make all of them. I won't have chance, but hopefully you guys will have chance to make some of them and will be inspired by my suggestions today. So thanks for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you soon. As always, please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you next time.